Investors who want to maximize their opportunities and minimize their losses, turn to philsgang.com. Beginner or seasoned investor, philsgang.com is where you learn to invest using professional-level skills and strategies, regardless of your experience and investing goals.
Been a member for about a year, and this year I'm up around 60% on my portfolio.
I'm a new gang member. I'm up like 15% in 3 months. Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
For only $49.95 a month, you will have access to all Phil's Gang programs, special alerts, the daily investing class, and all material is archived. So why don't you take care of your financial opportunities with philsgang.com? Operators are standing by. Simply call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com today.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic, and that's philsgang.com.
I'm here today with philsgang.com's Phil Grande. Phil, do people really get hurt with 401k fees?
Sure, you're seeing it today like no other time because most people don't understand the fees. And when the 401k started out, it was a perfect timing because the stock market was roaring for 2 years. So they didn't care what they were paying for fees. It always looked like they were making money in spite of the fees. It wasn't until the market broke they found out that they were being scammed by fees. At just a 1% fee, they wipe out 28% of your money.
So you're saying there's a big difference in how much money you end up with at retirement.
Amazing that 85% didn't know what effect these high fees had on their retirement money. For every 1% they pay, 1% takes away 28% of your retirement money. 2%, you lose more than half of all the money you put away for your retirement.
Fees are damaging your future, your retirement. Learn more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Join the Phil's Gang Show every Friday for the Phil's Gang Show Business Roundtable segment. Phil Grande is the recipient of the prestigious Arthur Young Venture Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year Award. And Phil's companies have been honored on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row. We're the fastest growing company in America. Now, Phil will share business knowledge, insights, secrets, and experience on how to build, buy, and sell a business. That's the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment, only on the Phil's Gang Show. Listen live at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
I'm here today with philsgang.com's Phil Grande. Phil, do people really get hurt with 401k fees?
Sure, you're seeing it today like no other time because most people don't understand the fees. And when the 401k started out, it was a perfect timing because the stock market was roaring for 2 years. So they didn't care what they're paying for fees. It always looked like they were making money in spite of the fees. It wasn't until the market broke they found out that they're being scammed by fees. It's just a 1% fee. They wipe out 28% of your money.
So you're saying there's a big difference in how much money you end up with at retirement.
Amazing that 85% didn't know what effect these high fees had on their retirement money. For every 1% they pay, 1% takes away 28% of your retirement money. 2%, you lose more than half of all the money you put away for your retirement.
Fees are damaging your future, your retirement. Learn more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Be sure to watch The Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande weekdays at 9 a.m. on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to The Phil's Gang Show right in your hands, at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
$51 billion plus in total buybacks is an enormous number. The fact that no U.S. bank failed and one had a conditional failure, I think is really pretty good news for the sector. And payout ratios continue to increase. If you add up dividends and buybacks, it's close to 70% of total earnings. So, really strong marks for the space. Morgan Stanley, big buyback number. We don't know what Goldman's is, but, again, I think the Fed is really stressing these companies very, very tightly. I think our banking industry is in very good shape.
Very good shape. Are you nuts? Good shape, buybacks, and what they're doing to make their numbers. Not only are they buying back their own shares, so they pump up their earnings, fake earnings, which pumps up fake stock prices. They're taking their set aside for bad loans. If you, let's say you're netting $1 million, you're a bank, you're going to show profits of $1 million. Well, that's not good. So you have $10 million set aside for bad loans. So what you do is you take $9 million and you shift it to the bottom line. All of a sudden you netted $10 million. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. That's what happened in 2008 when the banks collapsed. They didn't have any money left for bad debt, mortgages, so forth. Banks, are you kidding? I told you before, we are subsidizing the banks. If you go look at the subsidies that we give the bank, if we took the subsidies away, J.P. Morgan would not be making any money. Every time they report their quarterly earnings, they'd be losing money. It's the subsidies that's bringing in the profits and the accounting tricks. I mean, we subsidize these banks with so many, cash. We subsidize them with accounting. We subsidize them with so many different things. It's unbelievable how we subsidize these banks. They create special laws, special tax credits they get. I mean, subsidy. If they didn't do that, if the Congress didn't do that, they'd be broke. That's why they came out with these fake stress tests to make you feel good. Oh, the banks are really strong. No, the banks are really bad, because if we took every subsidy away, they would not be making money. It's that simple. And the reason the banks got so big, because then they're too big to fail. They're guaranteed a bailout, and therefore they can go and do crazy stuff. One crazy thing is they don't loan money to Main Street. Another interesting thing yesterday, which is it just irritated me so much. A big headline number: American households' net worth reached a high $83 trillion. That was the headline. Did you see it? Did everybody see it? Household net worths reach a record high, 83 trillion. People on CNBC, they had their party hats. They were so excited. Look at that. Household net worths reached a record high, 83 trillion. Everybody excited. Wait a minute. Made it sound like, hey, everybody's doing well again. First of all, there's 10 million homes still upside down. And that 83 trillion, excuse me, why don't they tell the rest of it? So misleading, it's unbelievable. Because it's contained in a very small segment of the population. In fact, this is nuts if you think about it. A large share of our economic growth has gone to the top 100th of the 1%. Let me say that again. The top 100th of the 1% who make an average income of $27 million a year. While the bottom 90% of Americans are making $31,244 a year. Little gap there. I'd call that income inequality. So the headline, household net worth, a record 83 trillion, as they say, is really concentrated with the richest 10%, controlling 75% of the country's net worth and 85% of the stock market's value. Now, the 83 trillion. See, that's made up, as I said, the 10 percentile. That's all them. That's not Main Street. Now, here's how they get that 83 trillion, where it came from. The stock market, the 200% increase in the stock market, the 10 percentile already in it when they rigged the market in 2008 to go up, when they first rigged the banks to rig the stock market to go up, when they did the QE and the 0% interest and the cash buybacks. They're already in the market. So they benefited from stocks alone. Their net worth went up $942 billion from the stock market. Now let's go to housing. Their housing net worth went up $556 billion. Now, again, that was only concentrated in the houses of $1 million or more. The homes that are making, like New York City, the homes, the apartments, the condos are exploding. Because these people are making so much money. There's so much demand for $1 million homes. In Sarasota, where I live, it's incredible, the demand for $1 million home. Matter of fact, not even $1 million anymore. It's $5 million. You can't keep them on the market fast enough. It's like a contest out there. Because that money has all come from where? The stock market in the last 6 years. And that's the other thing. The 401k people haven't participated in this rally in the market. The biggest rally in this market of the 6 years were the first 2 years of 2009 and 2010. Those 2 years, the market went up 65% of the total 200% for the 6 years. So the stupid people on Wall Street, your stupid advisors, your money advisors you depend on, should have, when you lost most of your money, when you got wiped out 50, 60, 70, some people 80% of your money in your 401ks in 2008, that's when you should have stayed in. Your money advisor should have said, no, this is when you stay in. The pain's gone now. Everybody got wiped out. That's when they came in and rigged the market. And how do they rig the market to go up? They rigged the banks, because the market can't go up without the banks. So how do they rig the banks? First, they rigged the accounting rules. They changed the accounting rules so they could account for their own assets. They put the value on instead of the market putting the value on. So if they had a mortgage that they couldn't sell, a $100,000 mortgage, and they tried to sell it to another bank, and they couldn't sell it for $5,000, that's why the banks collapsed, because they had to put their net worth at what they could sell these things at. So now the accounting rules, they changed it so they can decide the value. So they decided that that $100,000 mortgage that was only worth $5,000, truly worth $5,000, they marked it back up to $100,000 under call mark to model. So they rigged the accounting rules. Then they came in with the back door, a backdoor bailout with these banks, quantitative easing. That's what it was. It was a backdoor bailout. That's what QE was all about. QE was nothing to do with Main Street. We were lied to, and they said, well, this is going to all help Main Street. No, it wasn't. It was a big lie. So we bailed out the banks through quantitative easing, and the bank stocks moved up first. In those first 2 years, 2009, 2010, in fact, in the first 4 months of 2009, the bank stocks rallied 400% after they rigged the accounting rules, after they brought QE in and stimulated the stock prices by pumping money in. So all these people in 401ks lost all their money, 40, 50, 80% of their money. Some of them, instead of their planners and money advisors say, no, stay in, explaining to you the risk was gone now, because now they're going to come in and subsidize. In other words, they're going to put a safety net. It's just like for the poor, they put welfare in for a safety net. Well, for the rich, they put in a safety net that these banks couldn't go down anymore. And that meant the stock market would go up. And as I said, the first stocks that went up were the bank stocks, up 400% within for a few months. That started to drive the rest of the market up. I remember Goldman Sachs, I told everybody to buy it at $68. I said, just buy one share so you can tell your grandchildren that you bought one share at $68. Today it's $188. So, but what's amazing about all this, the headlines make it sound like everybody's getting rich. No, they're not. They're not at all. Very few people are. More when we get back. My name is Phil Grande. This is Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com offers unique stock software called Phil's Talking Trader on a monthly subscription starting at only $14.95 a month. The Phil's Gang PTT charting software offers earnings data, audio notifications, and the charts are color-coded, so it's the easiest charting software on the market.
Their charts are wonderful. I like the PT1 and the PT2. I use them interchangeably. I have been with him for almost 4 years, and I found that his information is very useful in my being able to make this year 65% above my initial investment.
I would recommend to become a Phil's Gang member because he has his own charts, and like he says, it's follow the money.
The PTT 1 and 2, it really just tells you exactly what to do.
To subscribe to the easiest charting software available, that's philsgang.com. Give them a call, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, this is Phil Grande of philsgang.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best deal, and they find it at philsgang.com and Interactive Brokers.
Professional investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB Universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology. Go to Interactive Brokers and improve your returns today.
philgang.com chooses interactivebroker.com. Check out Interactive Brokers for more information. Be sure to tell them Phil Grande sent you. That's interactivebroker.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic. And that's philsgang.com.
Investors who want to maximize their opportunities and minimize their losses, turn to philsgang.com. Beginner or seasoned investor, philsgang.com is where you learn to invest using professional level skills and strategies, regardless of your experience and investing goals.
Been a member for about a year, and this year I'm up around 60% on my portfolio.
I'm a new gang member. I'm up like 15% in 3 months. Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
For only $49.95 a month, you will have access to all Phil's Gang programs, special alerts, the daily investing class, and all material is archived. So why don't you take care of your financial opportunities with philsgang.com? Operators are standing by. Simply call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com today.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel on youtube.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. I have an announcement. Starting Monday morning, we're going to be back on in Sarasota on WLLS 930. WLSS 930. And that was our home for years, okay? And we'll be back on there at 9:30 and at 3 in the afternoon. That's how we were for years. Also, we're going to be on in Tampa, 860 a.m. That's WGUL, 860. That's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Tampa. We're on both of those stations, Sarasota and Tampa, as I say, for many, many years. And that was our home for years, and we're going back home to those two stations. The big announcement for all our California people is KDOW. That's right, 1220 KDOW. We're going to be back on in San Francisco, 1220. It'll be at 1 o'clock their time. 1 o'clock their time, which is, is 1 o'clock Pacific time. So we're going to be on KDOW. And then in Seattle, we're still on KKOL 1300 Seattle. So big news, especially for California. We want to thank all our California listeners because you're the ones that made it happen, okay, to get us back on there. And so that's exciting news. And we'll be all this is going to start Monday, so there's no longer going to be a morning show. We're going to switch right back to where we should have been. We should have stayed all the time, our afternoon show. And that's how we built this company. So we're going back to our roots. Okay, let's talk about again. It just it's frustrating, isn't it? I mean, when you hear all this kind of crap on how everything is just so terrific, and they keep saying it over and over and over that the economy is wonderful.
Fundamentals are really quite good. Labor markets, wages, rising incomes, strong GDP.
The underlying momentum, not only here in the United States, but also now globally, with China coming back and Europe calming down, the United States economy broadening out, including housing and now getting manufacturing back.
Housing and manufacturing says they're broadening out. No, it's not true. Our housing and manufacturing are killing us. Look, first of all, understand this. So the headline household net worth, the record $83 trillion everybody was so excited about yesterday, that is just the richest 10%. That's it. It's just contained to those 10%. And their increase in stocks went up by $942 billion. And house values went up by $556 billion. It was contained to homes of $1 million or more. Now, for the folks on Main Street who have a $285,000, $485,000 house, $185,000, you didn't participate at all. You participated a little bit. You had a little appreciation during that short time when Blackstone came out and they bought, and two other companies bought thousands and thousands and thousands of homes to buy them, to rent them. Then there was a demand. But then that demand has been all clawed back. That demand's gone, and therefore that little appreciation bump is gone again. In fact, many people who got caught buying houses during that appreciation, where they went in and competed with Blackstone when they were trying to buy a house themselves, they're now upside down. And that's just the way it is. Now, the GDP is not 2.2%. It's really 1.2%. The Fed in Atlanta Fed did their own study, and they're not agreeing with the Fed itself. And they're one of the divisions of the Fed. They're saying, no, the real GDP is 1.2%. Now, if you really want to see the income, what's shape this country's in, take a look at Intel. They slashed their guidance. Intel slashed their guidance. Retail sales are falling off the cliff, identifying people who have no money left after paying all their bills to buy stuff. And explains why 1 in 4 Americans are on food stamps. Explains why inventories are building, just like what happened with the dot-coms. Remember when the dot-com crash happened? Because inventories kept building, they couldn't sell it. That's exactly what's going on now with retail sales, the lowest in 9 years. Well, you're not hearing that from these guys. You don't hear that from them, do you? No. But that's the truth. So how can the economy be doing well when you have this surging dollar? This is another thing these guys aren't telling you. Do you hear them say anything about a dollar when they're bragging about the economy? No. But when you have this dollar, and matter of fact, the dollar against the euro since June has gone up almost 20%. Ridiculous. Now that kills oil prices. In turn, it kills the oil industry, which in turn kills oil jobs. And here's what people don't realize. Oil and gas production makes up 40% of all this country's jobs. Let me say again, oil and gas production make up 40% of all the jobs in this country. But nobody tells you that. And remember, the government, the BLS, they're using the death birth metric system to overstate employment since 2009 by 613,000 jobs annually, or 3 million. So when you in the last 6 years, when you kept hearing Obama, I created 5 million jobs, deduct 3 million. They're all phony. They're all fake. They're all birthed. They're called birthed jobs. They're phony. And also the idea, remember the big idea was that, hey, oil and gasoline prices are dropping. Boy, that's going to reflect a boost in consumer spending. Man, they're going to be out there spending like crazy. Remember that idiot on CNBC? What the hell's his name? What the heck's his name? CNBC. I can't. Steve Leisman. Thank you. That moron. Oh, he was all over that. We're going to have all this this huge boost in spending, consumer spending and retail. It didn't happen. We just got January retail sales yesterday. Fell off the cliff. And again, retail is at a 9-year low. So people have no money to buy stuff. They have no disposable income. Disposable income has dropped the biggest in 40 years. Wages have dropped the lowest in 30 years. But this is not what we're hearing. They're not telling us this.
Fundamentals are really quite good. Labor markets, wages, rising incomes, and a strong GDP.
The underlying momentum, not only here in the United States.
Oh, yeah, really good.
Well, the economy is doing fairly well.
Yeah.
I mean, the unemployment rate really has declined. Wages and salary growth is pretty solid and consistent with the...
Wages, salaries are at a 30-year low. Wages, they went up 3 cents. 3 cents last week. 3 cents. But you go and if you extrapolate that, you earn 3 cents, but then you went into the supermarket, you're paying 12 cents more for your food. What are you, nuts? So all of this fake information that we are getting is incredible. But I'm going to tell you what you got to look at when we come back to make money, and what you look at on a chart where you get the truth of what's going on. And that's next when I come back here on Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings? Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com or give us a call 877-600-4264. Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings? Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com or give us a call 877-600-4264.
Be sure to watch The Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande weekdays at 9 a.m. on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to The Phil's Gang Show right in your hands, at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Did you hear about the two Secret Service agents? This is crazy. Now, they were drunk, And what they did is they were drunk and they drove right through the White House security barricade, and they drove right through an active bomb investigation. And directly beside this, when they were drunk, they drove through the gate, and they went right through where this investigation, where this empty package, suspicious package was, and the guy's drunk, and he parks his car right next to the bomb. I mean, this is unbelievable. This is our Secret Service for this White House. It's just I don't know what's going on with this White House. Look, let's again talk about. Here's Joe Biden. He just makes stuff up. Listen.
It's now becoming more and more clear, if you excuse me, that our economy has moved from crisis to recovery to resurgence.
Crisis to recovery to resurgence? What is he talking about? We got 98 million people out of work. What's he talking about? Where's the resurgence? And then you have this guy, Art Laffer.
When you look at that retail sales, it's just part of a much broader picture, Maria, of this economy is not doing well.
No, so he says it's not doing well. The vice president says it's doing well. You got all these nuts on CNBC telling you everything's terrific. And then they're telling you how jobs are strong. Then you got this guy saying jobs aren't strong.
Would you raise in June?
I'm one who thinks that they should take their time because I see labor market still being very slack. I see
even 5.5%. Then you don't believe 5.5%.
Well, I don't think no. You're right. I don't think 5.5% is the best measure of labor market conditions. I think the U6 measure, which includes we all know people who are work.
Oh, come on! The 5.5% is a joke. Everybody knows it's a joke. It's a fraud. We know it's a fraud. For heaven's sakes! I mean, the unemployment rate of 5.5% is a hoax. I mean, it's just a total hoax. The drop in the unemployment rate from a high 10% in late 2009 when Obama got in office to where he's claiming it's 5.5% in February, it's a lie. It's a hoax. There's 93 million Americans who dropped out of the market. They refuse to work or even look for work. They'd rather be on welfare. And if you don't look for a job in the past month, you aren't counted as unemployed. So you take, first of all, half of the 93 million people are not counted as unemployed because they count them as discouraged, saying they went out and looked for work for the last 4 months or 4 weeks, and right before the numbers come out, they say, oh no, they looked for work in the last 4 weeks and they gave up. So because they gave up, they're discouraged, but they're not unemployed though. They're just discouraged. That's how they get to the 5.5%. Then you got the 6.6 million people who want a job, who should be considered just as unemployed as the 8.8 million who actively looked for a job last month and considered discouraged. These 6.6 million, they want to work. And they're just, as I say, they're considered unemployed. But the 8.8 million aren't considered unemployed because they actively look for a job. So how can you have 6.6 million who are unemployed, who want a job? They're considered unemployed, but 8.8 million, they went out and looked for a job in the last 4 weeks, so they're not considered unemployed. Now, this is unbelievable, isn't it? So the real unemployment rate, if we put those back together, and we took them and said, no, you're really all unemployed. Let's stop the hoax. The minimum the unemployment would be is 9.4%. That'd be the minimum. But it's really 35% if you really think about it. It could be as high as 35% because if you think about it, 102 million people aren't working, including 9 million who are officially counted as unemployed, and the 93 million who 50% aren't considered unemployed because they gave up. This is crazy stuff. So you can't depend on any of these people. You can't depend on the government. You can't depend on Fox. You can't depend on any of these CNBC. Look, if you're going to want to live the lifestyle you became accustomed to when you retire, you better change the way you invest. You really have to change the way you invest. I mean, the poor people who, when the market crashed in 2008, lost 50, 60, 70% of their money. These advisors who told them, remember, the first thing was, I just want to protect my principal. Now, isn't that sad? The advisor should have said to him, wait a minute, it's over now. It's the crash is over. We're at the worst, and they're going to come in with QE2. And here's what QE2 means. And they should explain what QE2 was. And says, so the market, the only way you can go is up. So stay in, because now's the time to stay in. But they didn't explain it. Why? Because they make more money rearranging your portfolio. They put you in new products, new stuff. They make big commissions. That's why they didn't explain to you QE would rally the market 200%. And in fact, the first 2 years, 2009, 2010, is where we had 65%, as I said, of the 200% rally. So your planners fail to help you. They fail to help you. And the bank stocks went up 400% alone in the first 2 months of 2009 because of QE. And because they changed the accounting rules from mark to market to mark to model. From mark to market to mark to model, QE, zero interest, and guess what happened? Guess what happened? They didn't tell you that. They didn't explain it to you. All right, so what do we do? What do we do to help you? Here's what you do. Go to my site right now, philsgang.com, and let me show you on my chart, my PT2 chart. First of all, the PT2 chart is telling you right here, if you can see it. I don't know if they got it up yet. Okay, you see this red line right here? I put this red line in. That's the 100-day moving average line. This is the 200-day. Everybody talks about the 200-day. See it on this one here? That's critical support. It broke, just started to break the other day, the 100. And look how they tried to move it right back up. So what they did is the plunger team came in and said, oh, my God, we can't get it below that 100. Let's push this market up. So what they did is that's when they came out with the story to push it up of the stress test. That's why they did the stress test story, so that they could move the market up. That's what moved the market up. So CNBC would have something to work with. You see? So now it's back above that 200, the 100-day moving average. If it breaks, if this little guy breaks this 100-day moving average, we're going to go down again. So it's all about this little 100-day moving average. That's where it is. And here it is on my other chart. See it? So what happened was just ready to break through. They said, "Hey, let's give them a story about the stress test. Yeah, that's what we'll do." And everybody will go and start buying the bank stocks. And the bank stocks went up 2%. Look what happened to the bank stocks on that story. That's how we got the market. That's how the market shifted right back up. Here, let me clean this up and show you. So you see exactly what I'm. Look at market shot right back up. Shot up on that stupid stress test. Look at this. Look, came down 2%, shot right back up. 2 days. Look at that. It's just because of that story. And the stress tests are phony. So here's what you do. Every day, why don't you just come to my site, join the gang for $49.95. Every day you come to the classroom. If you can't make the classroom, fine. It's archived. Or you just learn how to use the PT2. So when the PT2, it turns green, you buy. When it turns red, you sell. I mean, it's really simple. Here, let's take the S&P. If all you did is buy the S&P, when it turns green, you buy. When it turns red, you sell short. What is wrong with that? Or people are scared to sell short, or they don't know what it means. So when it turns red, what we do is inverse. We take SPY, we switch to SH, so you feel comfortable because now it's going up. So as the stock market's going down, we do an inverse so you don't get nervous shorting. So you're used to buying stocks, but you're not used to selling short stocks. So we just use this inverse. So as soon as it turns green, it goes up. That means the market's coming down. So you're making money. I don't understand why you wouldn't do that. I mean, you got to do something. You're making a 1% return on your money. You can't do that. And here's the funny thing. Do you know the same people who said, I want to protect my principal, I'll take 1%. These are the same people now, 6 years later, now they're getting in the market now. After the market already ran 200%, they're getting in. Unbelievable. I'll be right back after this break. 43 past the hour here on Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. I'm here today with Phil'sGang.com's Phil Grande. Phil, do people really get hurt with 401k fees?
Sure, you're seeing it today like no other time because most people don't understand the fees. And when the 401k started out, it was a perfect timing because the stock market was roaring for 2 years. So they didn't care what they were paying for fees. It always looked like they were making money in spite of the fees. It wasn't until the market broke they found out that they were being scammed by fees. At just a 1% fee, they wipe out 28% of your money.
So you're saying there's a big difference in how much money you end up with at retirement.
Amazing that 85% didn't know what effect these high fees had on their retirement money. For every 1% they pay, 1% takes away 28% of your retirement money. 2%, you lose more than half of all the money you put away for your retirement.
Fees are damaging your future, your retirement. Learn more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. Investors who want to maximize their opportunities and minimize their losses, turn to philsgang.com. Beginner or seasoned investor, philsgang.com is where you learn to invest using professional-level skills and strategies, regardless of your experience and investing goals.
Been a member for about a year, and this year I'm up around 60% on my portfolio.
I'm a new gang member. I'm up like 15% in 3 months. Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
For only $49.95 a month, you will have access to all Phil's Gang programs, special alerts, the daily investing class, and all material is archived. So why don't you take care of your financial opportunities with philsgang.com? Operators are standing by. Simply call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com today.
What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic, and that's philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings. Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com, or give us a call, 877-600-4264.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. The stock market's opening down. It's about 50 points down. About 6 after 10, we'll have a good idea what the market's going to do. Don't buy stocks until about 6 after 10 because you get hurt. When the market opens in the beginning, they post the price. These specialists, the market closes the evening before. They decide where the price is going to be the next morning. They can put it anywhere they want. So they buy stocks themselves, and they post it way up so they make the difference, and they put a lot of money in their pocket. Then they hope that they can find more buyers. When they can't, they have to start dropping the price. About 5 after 10 is when everything kind of cleans out. And there's a lot of mistakes that went on between the closing and the opening. They clean those up, and then the Nasdaq starts opening because Nasdaq doesn't open at 9:30, opens a little later, and then all the crap gets out of the way. By 6 after, you got a good clear picture of what's going on. All right. So the most important thing for you to do, if you are concerned, stop about your retirement. Stop. We can't do anything about these liars in Washington. We can't do anything about the lying about how great the economy is. Okay? We can't do it when we know it's not. Here, talk about lying. Listen to this. This was Reid in 1993 about he was against amnesty.
If making it easy to be an illegal alien isn't enough, how about offering a reward for being an illegal immigrant? No sane country would do that, right? Guess again. If you break our laws by entering this country without permission and give birth to a child, we reward that child with U.S. citizenship and guarantee of full access to all public and social services this society provides.
That's right. 700,000 babies are born here. In fact, it's a big business. They will bring in Chinese women at $60,000 a pop. They say, you pay me $60,000, I'll bring you to the United States, have your child over there, and it's an American citizen. And it's unbelievable. So now here's what he's saying. Now he's for it.
We need the people of America to rise up and indicate to each of us how important this legislation is.
Yeah, important that we bring 700,000 people into this country, illegals, let them pop a baby out, and then you and I got to pay for it. And remember, every illegal citizen we take into this country, we pay $15,000 more in services than they give back to us in tax revenue. What does this mean? This means it's going to hurt the job market again. We're going to have more Americans out of work, which means it's going to hurt the stock market. So that means what they're going to do is make sure the market's not hurt, and they're going to continue with 0% financing so they can keep buying back their own shares when there's not enough money, when people cannot buy stuff. Remember, this country is based on consumption. And we don't have any jobs. So how do we consume with no jobs? We just saw that. Our disposable income is at a 40-year low. Look at our retail numbers down the tubes. So how do we buy when we don't have jobs? Because we just consume. All the manufacturing is over in China. Well, China loans us the money to consume. Isn't that stupid? They loan it to us to consume. And that's what they do. So we consume with borrowed money. All your houses are owned by China. That's right. They have the mortgages. They're the ones that brought all the money in here. So what do? You just got to, there's one place to make money. There's no other place in the world. It's the stock market. It's the best place in the world to make money. But you're not going to listen like these poor people in 2008. Listen to these financial advisors who they don't have any, they could care less about you. They could care less about you. And they told you, okay, you want to just protect your principal? Yeah. Well, okay, I'll switch your portfolio around instead of saying, wait a minute, what are you doing that for? We got a QE coming in, and they're going to put in trillions of dollars into the stock market to push the market up. The market can't go down anymore. We can get your money back. In the next 24 months, get maybe 60, 70% of the money you lost. And that's what would have happened if you stayed in. But your money manager, your advisor, your planner, he's not going to tell you that. Why would he tell you about QE? He's not going to tell you about that. He's not going to tell you about cash buybacks, because when he rearranges your portfolio, he makes a bunch of money again. So here's what we're going to do. Let's take a look today. We're going to go through our stocks again, and at 9:30 this morning, and we're going to take a look. When the market opens up, it's 5 after 10. We're going to start looking at the market, and we're going to look at again the XLF, the banks. We're going to follow the banks first. If the banks keep going up, then we won't break the 100-day moving average. If the banks go down, we break the 100-day moving average, then that means we'll start shorting stocks. If not, we'll go long stocks. Now, if we're going to short stocks, one of the stocks we're looking to short is oil, BP. BP is one I think is going to be a wonderful short. And this morning, it already gapped down. Look, it already gapped down this morning. BP already gapped on the opening. Other stocks that we're going to short, okay, this morning, and that is DAR. And we're also going to short APC. Now, that's an oil sector, and Anarco. We're going to look to short that. That's already down this morning. We'll short that. And also we're going to look to short our GDX again. Because remember, if the dollar keeps going up, GDX is going to keep going down. And all that's happened on GDX, we had a beautiful short, kept coming down. All it did is have what we call a snapback. Just means a little profit taking. If GDX breaks 1721, we're going to continue to make money. And if you don't want to short it, then we buy DUST. For people who are scared to short, then we buy DUST. It's already going up again this morning. And we had a snapback in DUST. That's all we had was a snapback. Look, and if you say, Phil, I'm busy, I can't go to your class every morning. That's okay, it's archived. And you know what? If you're that busy, then here's what we do. You just get the PT2. See it right here? It's green and red. And we teach you. We got tremendous support to help you with it. It's really simple. You get a crossover. You need a red through yellow to tell you, okay, money's coming in. That's a confirmation. It turns green, you buy it. Now let's take for example, give me from 1340 to 23. 1340 to 23. Now that is probably a gain of. He'll give it to me in a minute. So that is the inverse. No. So so again we had probably an increase of dust or gold. Okay, it was probably about a 20% I think gain on that. But when GDX was going down, when GDX was dropping, see it right here. So we wanted to make money on it. So gang members, some of them are scared to short. So we switched and we went with dust. So all you do is go DUST if you're watching me right now on your computer or on one of your mobile devices. See, this is dust. So we make money by just going, again, going to when it turns green. So if you're scared shorting it, you just buy DUST. So simple. And I think that's up from, I'll get the correct number, from 14 to around 23. I think it's about, okay. That's a 64% gain. Okay, 64% gain. Now, where would you get a 64% gain in shorting a stock? 64%. Now, if you got half of that, and look, here it is. All you had to make sure is this red line crossed yellow and this turned green. It turned green. So as it's going up, you're buying it, and that's shorting because your gold's going down. I don't know what else I can tell you, but how much easier I can make it. But just go to my class at 6 after 10, and you got plenty of time to sign up. It's only $49.95 a month, and you get all this support. And it's that simple. By the way, remember now, this will be our last morning show. We are going to be back on in mornings. We're going to be on in Sarasota, and it's going to be at WLLS 9:30. And 9:30, WLSS 9:30 at 3 in the afternoon. WGUL 860 in Tampa, and KDOW, California, San Francisco, 1220 at 1 o'clock in the afternoon Pacific time. We will see you on the charts on Monday, our afternoon show.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.